Within this lesson, we'll work with multiplying multi-digit whole numbers to solve multi-step word problems. We'll be using the standard algorithm. Here's our first problem that we'll think about. It says, on average, a lion eats 9 kilograms of food per day. Let's go and start with a bar model here. And then so that's 9. That's how much an average lion eats per day. The zoo has 16 lions, so we need how many 9s? If we are thinking about a day here, we would need 16 of these, right? Because there are 16 lions. So go ahead and make a tape diagram there. That's 16 lions per day, though. Oh, per day. And then so over 16 lions per day, that means per day for food, I'd have 16 times 9. And 16 times 9, that's 4, 5, 9 plus 5 is 14, or 144 kilograms of food per day for those 16 lions. Now the question is asking, how much food will these lions consume in a year? The 16 lions, let's focus our answer here, will consume kilograms per year, or in a year. Now, the other thing that you'll need to know is that there are 365 days in a year. Now, if there's 365 days in a year, and I have 144 kilograms per day, then all I need to do is I would need to go ahead and look at this here 365 times. I could draw it out 365 times, but that would take me a long time to be able to draw it all out. I almost use the same type of thing where I use the dot 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 here, except here it would be 365 times that 144. Shrinking that a little to provide myself with some more workspace, that's 365 times 144, because there's 365 days in a year, and then the lions are consuming 144 kilograms per day. All 16 of those lions are eating that amount. 365 times the 4 ones to begin with. 4 times 5 is 20, 0 regroup a 2. 4 times 6 is 24, plus 2 is 26, 6 regroup a 2. And 4 times 3 is 12, plus 2 is 14. So that 365 times 4 ones is 1,460 ones, which is 1,460. Times that next 4, which is worth 4 tens, it would also be 1,460 tens. That's why I can write it as 14,600 for that partial product. Times that final 1 there, that final 1 is worth 100. So we have 100 365s, which is also 36,500. Carefully adding those together. 2, 6, another 6 is 12, 2 regroup a 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 3 is 5. So I have that product as 52,560. I can put that over there so that the 16 lions will consume 52,560 kilograms, and it really should be of food per year. Here's another problem. A company pays $36 per square foot each month to rent office space. Their office is 1,406 square feet. how much do they pay each year for this office space? So first thing that we'll go ahead and do is we will look at that, what's being asked in the question. And by doing so, we can go ahead and come up with a focus question. You reread that, and you come up with that focused answer, how it is that we would answer this question. So it says, how much do they pay each year for this office space? And then so they pay the $, each year for the office space. And that's their rent that they paid for that year. So we have to figure it out still. So within the problem, some things that are important is the $36 per square foot, but then it's each month. But we want this thing over a year. And then the other thing that's important is that it's a 1,406 square feet. In other words, their office is that amount. So I think the first thing that we'll look at, because this is a multi-step problem, is that we're going to look at this here, and we're going to say that this is $36, and that's how much they pay for each month. And then this is another $36, which they would pay for the second month. And then over a year, for this tape diagram here, there are 12 months within a year. So this is their amount of money that they pay per square foot of office space in a year, which would be $36. And then remember, there's 12 months in a year, or times 12, per square foot of office space per year. So 36 times 12, 36 times 2 is 72. 36 times that 1, which is worth 10, would be 360. And then if I added those two together, I would get $432. And that would be the amount there. This whole thing here then is $432. That's the amount again per square foot of office space in a year. That's not my answer though, because that's per square foot, and I still have not used this 1,406, which is the size of their office. So I would have to take that 1,406, and I'd have to add for every single square foot is $432 per year. And the office has 1,406 square feet, so I have to multiply 1,406 by that 432. Shrinking that down a little bit to give myself some working room. 2 times 6 is 12, 2 regroup a 1, 2 times 0 is 0, plus 1 is 1, 2 times 4 is 8, and 2 times 1 is 2. Placing a 0 because that 3 is worth 3 tens, 3 times 6 is 18, 8 regroup a 1, 3 times 0 is 0, plus 1 is 1, 3 times 4 is 12, 2 regroup a 1, and 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. Placing 2 zeros because that 4 is worth 400, 4 times 6 is 24, 4, regroup a 2. 4 times 0 is 0, plus 2 is 2. 4 times 4 is 16, 6, regroup a 1. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5. And then we can carefully add those together. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 2 is 5, plus another 2 is 7. 4 plus 6 is 10, 0 regroup by 1, and 1 plus 5 is 6. So for their office space, they end up paying $607,392 each year for this office space. That must be one big company who have a lot of workers, and they must make a good amount of money to be able to afford that office space and that size of an office space. So that's how it is that you approach word problems, where you really need to take each of those steps and look at each of those parts of the problem and really think about how it is that you set them up and then carefully working out solutions.